Who would win in a fight, Hulk or Thanos? Now, this is a massive question that everyone that watched Avengers Infinity War immediately began to argue. How could Thanos beat Hulk so easily? He didn't even break a sweat. Now, this is one of those moments that a lot of MCU stans like to argue proves that the MCU nerfed the Hulk. But I got some news for all of you. Hulk never really beat Thanos in the comics either, because we have an actual fight to discuss. Now, you can argue that because Thanos usually has the Infinity Stones or Gauntlet or both, that's the reason why Hulk can't beat him, and I'll give that to you. But there's also been several times when Thanos didn't have those. The fact of the matter is that Thanos is a Titan, which means that he's an offshoot of the Eternals race that was created by the Kree. In fact, he's currently their ruler. In fact, if you go to the series known as Thanos vs. Hulk, a series written by Jim Starlin and published in 2014, you'll actually see the fight between them. While we're on the subject, though, the title of this comic series is wildly misleading. You would think that a series that is called Thanos vs. Hulk would actually focus heavily on the fight, but the sad reality is Thanos is actually only in the second issue. You see, in this storyline, Pip the Troll kidnaps the Hulk from Earth and gives him over to Annihilus. Annihilus plans on using the Hulk's blood to create a new body for himself. The Hulk is then placed under sedation, and his consciousness, along with Bruce Banner, is placed into a virtual reality prison. After Pip manages to get back his girlfriend from Annihilus, he realizes that he must free the Hulk, and so goes to Thanos, who he believes has the strength to fight Annihilus. Thanos decides to hack into Annihilus' virtual reality, where he torments and questions Bruce Banner about why the Bug Ruler wants the Hulk. While they discuss this, Thanos is also fighting the Hulk, but since he can control the virtual reality, he has literally no issues keeping the Hulk at bay with his energy blast. Bruce realizes that he can also manipulate the virtual reality, and he helps the Hulk fight back. They get maybe 3 hits into Thanos before Annihilus shows up, booting Thanos out of his virtual prison. That's the entire fight. The rest of the series sees the Hulk fighting against Annihilus and his forces and easily defeating them. Talk about false advertising. Okay, now we also have the movie version of the fight, which shows that Thanos can beat the Hulk in a one-on-one brawl, and a comic book fight that shows Thanos can beat the Hulk in virtual reality. But the issue with the virtual reality fight is that it's not really a good version because the Mad Titan was kind of cheating. As a matter of fact, for true power scalers, you can even argue that Thanos is cheating in Infinity War because he had the Infinity Gauntlet. That makes whoever has it the all-powerful. But there are so many other examples of the Hulk losing to the Mad Titan. It usually takes the full might of the Avengers or other heroes to take down Thanos. Or Squirrel Girl. That's like a story for a whole nother day. So how could this series have been better? Maybe if that book actually showed Hulk and Thanos fighting a little bit more. So here's the version that we would have told. After learning of Annihilus' plot to use the Hulk to create a new body for himself, Thanos arrives at the King's Fortress, unwilling to allow a potential rival for control for the galaxy. He uses his forces to get through Annihilus' army, destroying the ruler before he can use the Hulk's blood to create a new body for himself. Thanos would then destroy the machines that are keeping the Hulk captive, and the Green Giant would of course awaken, confused and enraged, which is normally where the Hulk storylines start. Hulk doesn't know where he is, but he does recognize the Mad Titan, a cosmic being that he has fought in the past. Without thought, the Hulk would rush at Thanos, hitting him again and again. But Thanos is quick, dodging the blows, raining his own attacks on the Hulk, staggering him, pushing him back. The Hulk would just grow angrier, and his strength would continue to grow. Then he would attack, the punches hitting harder, knocking Thanos through the air, sending him through a building, crumpling it to the ground. But the Titan would of course stand, brushing himself off, a smile on his face. One of the truly horrifying sights in the Marvel Universe, Thanos smiling. Hulk roars in anger, rushing forward, and the two would continue this battle, with the Hulk growing angrier and angrier by the minute, his strength continually rising. Though Thanos would be dropped several times, he would never fall, and continue to get back up on his feet. Because he knows that he can't merely defeat the Hulk in a punching match, so he uses his brain, and he controls the fight, managing to push the Hulk into Annihilus' labs, using the Tyrant's equipment to enslave the Green Giant. With that, Thanos would return to his ship, the defeated Hulk in tow, and Thanos would then use him as a weapon, forcing him to join his Black Order. At least that's how we think a Thanos versus Hulk fight should go. But of course, this would change a lot of continuity things, like the Hulk being forced to work for Thanos and stuff like that. But what is your guys' opinions on this situation? Do you think Thanos would definitively win? I'm a huge fan of the Hulk, as proven by all the Hulk videos we've done on this channel. But I gotta admit, Thanos would wipe the floor with him unless we had some weird combo where Bruce Banner's brain is in charge of the Hulk. Maybe that version could defeat Thanos, but I want your opinions. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time right here.